What did Evan Mobley show you tonight?
My goodness. Damn.
It's great, eh?
All right?
Don't touch the door now. No respect for it.
Dead. I mean, if he's doing that, I don't sorry, I don't care about the block shots and the defense, but if he's doing that, like, we are a very, very good team. You know what I'm saying? And I think the best part about it is after the game, who did we just play? Charlotte, right? Mm-hmm. Charlotte, yeah. We spoke, and I was like, it doesn't, we're having that communication of trying to continue that. Like, the first half was just like this. Then the second half, he was trying to find it. And in this game, it was like, no, I'm just going to go. I'm going to go, and I'm going to attack. And that's what we like to see. Because a lot of times it's like he has to just go and be aggressive. And that's what he was for 48 minutes tonight. He was like, I'm going to attack. And made good decisions. And you live with some mistakes, right? You take some shots, you live with that. But that's what you want to see out of him. Not so much necessarily us continuing to get it to him, but him being like, I'm going downhill. They can't stop me. I'm getting to the paint. If they draw three at me, then I make the pass. If not, I'm going to finish. And he did it for 48 minutes, and that was the most amazing part that I saw tonight.
Kenny talked pregame about how important it was going to be for you guys to stack days. That's kind of the conversation, not to have this back and forth ups and downs. Like, obviously, this is just one game, but talk to me about what that means.
Yeah, I mean, what are we, 4 out of 5, something like that, right? 9 out of 13, that's what it's going to take. It's not going to look. I really wish we would all just leave last year alone, right? This is going to be different. How we're going to go about it is different. DG's not playing right now. Sam's not playing right now. Max is not playing. You got young guys feeling, and guys have been phenomenal. You got different guys in and out in rotation. Larry's finally back, right? Like, it's all going to look different. But the biggest thing is how we're going about it. And it's not, like I said, it's not always going to be pretty, right? Some nights we're going to be up by 30 and win the whole game, cool. But it's like how we continue to stack. It's at the point now where I don't really care how we do it as long as we continue to win games. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not going to be pretty. So I think we've done a great job of believing as a collective. Like, last year was last year. It's a different year, different season. This is who we are. We're going to continue to build and find ways to win. And this is going to help us ultimately continue to find ways. We were up 30 against Charlotte, figured some things out. We were up early. Same thing, they made it a game, and then we found a way in the fourth quarter. Like, that's what it's going to take. You know what I mean, from different guys. Jalen's been phenomenal. Ev's been, phenomenal. Naquan, myself, like J.A., like everybody down, like Dean Wade. It's all going to take different things each night, and that's what you saw.
As a group, Donovan, how can you guys help to get Evan into that mindset that he was in tonight that you spoke of?
I think, honestly, and I told him this, so I'm not saying anything you haven't said to him, a lot of it is going to be on him to go, right? Like, even in transition, there was one play in particular where I'm driving, I'm running up the floor, and he's calling for it. He takes 2 dribbles and gets a layup in transition. It's as simple as that, right? But on a consistent basis. And he said it himself, like, he's going to continue to take that step. Like, we'll obviously do what we've been doing, inverted screens, in the pocket, lobs. That's the simple stuff. But, like, for him, getting out, like, here we go. Like, let's go. Like, you know what I mean? And kind of, breaking out of that shell where he's a quiet kid, you know what I mean, and kind of taking that that leap, and that's what you want to see. And it's, this is year 4, 5. Like, these things, like, take time, especially when it's not your nature, right, to be like, here, come on, like, you know what I mean, and he's growing into that, and it's great to see, and he's been putting, the last 10, 15, whatever, he's been putting on a lot of good performances together, and I think tonight was the most complete, but now the challenge is let's do it again and again and again.
We haven't seen you guys split too much as far as the rotations go. How much do you think that helps him, too, to discover that when you're not on the floor with him?
He got no choice. You know what I mean? He got to go out there and find a way. Like I said, like, and the big thing is, too, like, as much as it is Evan, like, we understand, like, hey, Evan's got to go. Like, we space and let him create, and then we make plays, right? And I think that's the biggest thing is it's forcing him to go into that space. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what we're seeing. It's like that's what it's going to take, because it's easy when you have myself, you have DG, or Dre out there. Like, it's easy to kind of be like, all right, I'm going to kind of go back down. It's like, no, you got to. And I don't even think he had to wait, to be honest. I think he was doing it from jump ball. Like, it wasn't even about waiting. And I think that's what we want to see, because, like, I always tell him, hey, I'm going to go ahead and find my way. But this is, you go. And I think he's doing a great job of figuring it out and finding it and going from there.
When you talk about his evolution as becoming a more complete player, but you have to have a foundation for that. Where do you think Evan is best offensively on the floor?
getting downhill, right? And, it may not always be attacking from the perimeter. It may be like he was getting it in the half row, sizing up and attacking. I think the half row is at his best because he has him at a disadvantage. But, if he's breaking that down from three-point line consistently, then that's always a plus, right? But I think for him, continue to find it in his pockets and then going, and then once you continue to see the ball go in and get comfortable, now you're in there doing your thing, getting there, being able to finish and do different things.
How have you already seen, just if you're going and he's going like that opening up in the fourth quarter, because you played so hard, the energy, the intensity, then Jalen Tyson and Jared Allen can kind of do their thing when it needs to
Because
happen.
now it's just like you pick and choose, right? It's like, they've been trying to deny me for the past 5 games, and credit to everybody in this locker room for figuring things I'm playing to that. But now he's got it going. Now it's like, all right, we got to stop Ev. But now if they're 2 at me and I throw the ball to Jalen, now Jalen has all that space to create, right? And shout out to Jalen because, again, the half row, it's him and I, that 2-man game has been phenomenal. It's a big credit to him and the work ethic he's put in. And then it's like, all right, you find J.A. now too. So you got to figure out where you want to go. And then on top of that, if you miss a lip, he's right there. So it's just different things that you can that you can do, and then inverted screens, little things like that you can do to kind of free him up and make all of our lives easier.
What have you learned about
Last question.
People denying you like crazy, more so at this point in your career than at other times. What have you learned over the course of your career about how to manage that?
You're going to be tired. This one. I think the second thing is, figuring out how to be smart, and there's going to be mistakes made. Like tonight, the one I can think of is Jalen thought I was going to run, right, and he threw it ahead. It's like, in my brain, I'm like, no, let me get to half court, then let me get to it. Like, that's part of the process, right, of trying to figure this out, because it's not, for me, I kind of see it, but like when you're playing with Jalen, you're playing with Quan, you're playing with Tyrese, you're playing with Craig, allowing them to be like, hey, they're guarding me like this, let me do this, let me do that, and screen for you or get in different pockets. Or sometimes it's just, for this possession, I'm going to go stand over here, and y'all just play 4-on-4 in the open space. So just trying to manage that and not always just be like going and going and going. Started in Philly, and I think you just seeing everybody, do their roles at a higher level has been great as well.
After a contest like tonight, when you have so much confidence, you're assertive for all 48 minutes. How do you get yourself to do that for multiple games going forward?
Yeah, just keep trusting the process, keep putting in the hard work, and keep attacking when I see the opportunities, going every single time, and going with force.
And Kenny talked a little bit about having versatility on the offensive end. What area do you think you are a master at on the offensive end?
I think when I get in that painted area, I think I control it on defense and offensive end. So anywhere in that painted area is mine.
Do you feel like your passing has grown this year? I know that you've always been somebody that's been considered to be a good passer, but do you think you've taken a step forward in that area?
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely made some strides there and making the right plays. I could see what defense are doing on me and just making that quick decision and yeah.
Is the end goal for you, for your career, to become a complete player where you feel like you can be an offensive hub and then also being someone that's known on the defensive end?
I mean, yeah, obviously, just want to keep getting better, and I think the offensive end is where I'm really focused on right now. I think the defensive end, I got a pretty good knack for it, and so offensively, you just want to keep staying attack-minded as much as possible and watch this film and see how I can just keep being more and more aggressive.
We haven't seen you without Donovan on the floor too often this year as far as rotations go. Just how has that kind of also kind of pushed you towards that mindset where you have to be the guy?
Yeah, we're running different lineups right now, so DG is out, some guys are out, Sam's out, Max is still out, so I got to be that guy that just creates some offense for us, and I feel like I've been doing a great job these past few games, and I feel like I just got to keep stacking days and figure out where I can keep getting better at.
Kenny mentioned after the game that watching you tonight felt like he was watching Shaq. Did it feel to you in the moment like you were playing at that level of dominance?
I mean, I don't know about that, but I definitely felt dominant out there. Definitely felt like I can get to most of the shots I wanted to get to, get in the paint, and score at a high rate.
People say that people play basketball the same way. You learn something about who they are as a person by watching them play basketball. How have you grown as a person this season? How do you think that translates to the court?
I feel like recently I've just been diving more into myself and really just trying to focus on how I can just get better mentally and physically. So I feel like that hard work has been paying off, and I'm going to continue to do that. So we're ready for playoffs.
Kenny and Donovan both mentioned the need for you to come out of your shell over the course of your career. What does that mean to you, come out of your shell?
Still be me, but just more vocal, more comfortable out there. Talk to my teammates where I can see they can get better at, or just expanding my knowledge for the game. I feel like I know a lot about the game, and I'm pretty to myself and pretty quiet person, but just talking when I can and just being out there.
Last two games, have you been aggressive in the first quarter? Shot attempts have been up. Is that just based on how the teams have been guarding you, or is that a concerted effort to kind of get your offensive game going early?
I think it's both. I think I definitely have a mental effort to just start the game out strong and try to maintain that. And I think also these past few games I've been coming out hot and making the first few. So just that kind of sets the game moving forward for me.
You have the most defended field goal attempts in the league right now. Can you explain exerting that amount of energy on that end of the floor and having to put it all together on the other end too?
Yeah, it's hard being a two-way player, but I think that's kind of my superpower is that I'm able to do that and able to contest shots on one end and still run out and be an offensive threat on the other end. So I just keep building that offensive side, and that's where I can be top two-way player there is.
Sacramento talked before the game about wanting to make you uncomfortable by being physical with you. How do you maintain getting to your spots and finding your areas of aggressiveness when they have that mindset coming in?
Being physical back with them. They can be physical, but I can be physical as well, and just being patient as well, using their physicality against them. A lot of them I really just spun off because they're trying to hold me up, and I think that's a good move I can get to a lot.
Donovan talked about just wanting you to, or you saying that you wanted to just go, and putting that more on yourself than on your teammates to get you involved. Where has that grown for your mentality mindset for this season particularly?
Yeah, it was a slow start, but I feel like just trusting the process and trusting all the work I put in, that was the main focus that I've been working on. And I feel like these past few games, it's really been showing. So I'm just going to continue what I've been doing, and I think it's going to keep growing from there.
Another opportunity to play the same team twice coming up with Orlando. One, do you like doing that, and what are the keys against that team?
Yeah, it's a playoff prep type of scenario. So we want to get out there, get these interviews over so we can get over to Orlando and then get back. It's a test for us. So we're going to go out there, try to get a win, and then come back and do the same thing.
Thanks, Ed.